let's do another Legacy Boros Energy League, and pretty much the same list as my last video. The only difference is that I'm on 3 Static Prison. Usually I play 2 and 1 Galvanic Discharge, but with the rise of Show and Tell decks and Tron and stuff like that, I'm playing the extra Static Prison. Yeah, so this is basically my stock list. Yeah, so I am currently first place on the trophy leaderboard for this season or whatever for Legacy. And yeah, so this is the list that I have been doing pretty well with. It's basically running 3 Sand Scouts. Some people run 4. It's got the new Agate Instigator card that we've been running. It's not a new card, but it's new for us Boros Energy enthusiasts. And sideboard is, set up for Tron with Null Rod, Price of Progress. We have a Braid for Chalice of the Void, Quarry Steelcutter, and yeah, so let's get right into it. This is round 1, and this hand is alright. Let's see what our opponent is potentially on. Almighty Shank. Doomsday. Alright, so the last trophy they were playing Doomsday, but that was last year. We're just gonna fetch basic here. I don't know if they're on Doomsday. I don't want to get wastelanded. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I think what I'll do here is I will Guide of Souls, and then I will wasteland them. Then we'll attack. Okay, do I want a Static Prison? The Candelabra. I think I'm going to play Voice and Static Prison next turn because I'd like to be able to jump Guide this turn. And if I Static Prison the Candelabra, I'd get to 3 energy, but then if I jumped Guide, I wouldn't be able to pay the 1 energy on my main phase next turn. So let's see, they can make 2 mana, 3 mana, down to 2. They can make 4 mana. They can cast One Ring. If they do that, I will Static Prison their One Ring. So let's see what they do here. They can't Causeless Command on my turn because of Voice of Victory. Yeah, so 2, 3, 4. One ring. Maybe they'll go Karn or Grim Monolith. Okay. And then they can still Karn or One Ring. Pithing Needle on Wasteland plus One Ring. Trinisphere. Okay. That's actually pretty good because I don't have a land. And there's the land. Okay. So what am I going to do now? What I can do is take the Candelabra. Let them keep their Trinisphere. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Let's take the Candelabra. Let's see, I could do 9, 10, 11 damage, put them to 4, but then they're going to get back the Candelabra. I think I'd rather do 9, put them to 6, and they don't get back the Candelabra. Okay, sideboarding for this deck. We have 2 Abrade, 2 Price of Progress, 2 Null Rod, and we got three Sand Scout, 1 Instigator, 2 Squelcher, 4 Swords. So 3 Scout, 1 Instigator, 2 Squelcher, 4 Swords for 2 Abrade, 2 Price of Progress, 2 Null Red, 4 Deafening Silence. Alright, game 2 of round 1. Let's see if they kept. They mulligan. I'm gonna mulligan as well. Oh man, this hand's terrible. Hopefully they mulligan again. They do mulligan again. Alright, so I'm gonna mulligan as well. Now this hand is a 1-lander, but I do have Static Prison for turn 1 on their whatever. Candelabra, One Ring. We're going to keep this. We're going to put back Bombardment. Oh, we need to put back 2 cards. Uh-oh. Let's put back Voice. Okay, we drew the land, which is good. We can null rod. Sweet. Land is good. Okay, so here they Kozilek's command for 1, so they can scry guy. One top, 0 bottom. Uh-oh. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna Guide of Souls, and then we're gonna Amped Raptor. Into Ocelot Pride. Awesome. That was good. Okay, they make a construct. Don't care about the construct. Now, what are they going to grab with their Saga? Probably Candelabra or Pithing Needle. Oh wait, yeah, I have Null Rod in place, so yeah, probably Pithing Needle. On Wasteland. Okay. Okay, they have Urza's Power Plant and Urza's Tower. One ring? Okay. Okay, the Deafening Silence is good, but I kind of want to push some damage. So I'm going to destroy this artifact. Static Prison this artifact. That's gone forever. Now we have 6 energy saved up. And we'll swing for 4. And now we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I guess it'll be 8 because that'll die. Okay, now they One Ring, but they can't tap it. So, no point in paying. Now we'll play the Deafening Silence, and we'll pass because they have ring protection. Now we want to draw Price of Progress. They do have Metalcraft, so this taps. Oh, shoot. GG's. 2-0 against Tron feels amazing. Okay, round 2. Let's see. Aru. Demir Tempo. 2 weeks ago. It's a 4-lander. I think I can do better than this. Okay, this is better. Let's put back the static prison. Okay. Brainstorm days, surveil days, surveil force. Yeah, maybe they have a fatal push. I suspect they have Bowmasters. We're gonna Voice of Victory and not attack. Okay. Now we will attack since they're tapped out. Can't cast Bowmasters. I'd like them to play a land so that I can Sand Scout and get the Lazotep Quarry, and then Wasteland them as well, and get a Sand Warrior token. Okay, so there's the land. I still think that they have Bowmasters. There's another Sand Scout. Let's see if they have days again. Sure. The reason I'm choosing their non-surveil land is if they daze something later. And they want to pick up one of their duels or whatever, it'll come back into play tapped. Of course, they could just do it to their basic island, but okay, so we're gonna have 4 mana next turns, which means that we can reanimate this Guide of Souls. Okay, here comes the flow state. Okay, so never mind on that. But So we'll play a land, and then we will attempt to swords this Murktide. Let's see if they have... Okay, they don't. I think I'm going to go for the bombardment here. Bombardment's going to be good to have if they are a Baragoyf deck. Okay, so see, now that we have the bombardment, when they try to kill one of our things, we can ping them for 1. Okay, so I think that here I'm going to play the Scout. I don't want to have the Raptor flip into like a Swords or a Static Prison and be a waste. I'd rather try to do that when they have some kind of target on the field, like a Tamiyo, Baragoyf, Murktide. Okay, is here the Bowmasters that I've suspected they've had all along? Okay, so they're going to target me with the Bowmasters. They know better, because if they target one of these guys, then if I sacrifice to bombardment the one they target and then target the Bowmaster, they'll end up with nothing. So they know better, so they're targeting me. And then let's see what they do here. Okay. Yeah, I'll just let that happen. I do need to be aware of Kaito. Let's see if they... Yeah, see, they do play 1 Kaito. And notably 2 Baragoyf, 1 in the side. Toxic Deluge. Notably not a Massacre, though. And so, see, now that they have a Bowmaster out, I feel better about casting my Amped Raptor. And that was a flow stay for 1 card because of the Murktide they cast. Okay, so I think what I do first, because I don't know what's in their hand, I'm going to wasteland them. Okay, it's a snuff out. I still get the token though. I don't know if that was the best target for a snuff out. Now they have no cards in their hand, I'm free to Amped Raptor. Here's a bombardment. No, I'm not gonna use up my energy. I'm just gonna let damage go through. I don't want them to play a Baragoyf. Okay, so I'm just gonna cast it now. I might flip into a Guide of Souls or something. Okay, there's an Ocelot Pride. That's pretty good. They might just scoop here. I'm getting pretty ahead of them. They just have 3 lands in play. Alright, that was game 1 of round 2. Let's see. So in this matchup, we want 3 Pyroblasts. Even though it is a counterspell deck, we're going to take out 2 Squelchers. And since we are on the draw, we're going to take out a Voice of Victory. Actually, no. We're going to leave in the Voice of Victory and take out an Instigator. Okay. I like this hand. Okay, they're beginning with 7. Okay, did not draw the land I need, but what sucks about being on the draw against blue-black tempo or decks with Bowmasters in general is that you play your Ocelot Pride turn 1, and then after whatever they do on their first turn, and then on their turn 2 they just Bowmasters your Ocelot Pride, and it feels terrible. I dealt with the same thing when I was playing Cradle Control. You'd play like a Ignoble Hierarch or something, and then they just Bowmaster it right away. Okay, so they don't have Bowmaster mana right now, so let's go ahead and attack. Okay, so they snuffed out. I can either Wasteland them. Well, I can either play my Wasteland, cast my Ocelot Pride, and then Wasteland them, or I can Voice of Victory, and then next turn I can double spell or play Sand Scout and Wasteland them. I think I would like to Wasteland them, but maybe that's not the best move. Might want to keep my lands. So I think what I'll do is I'll just play the Voice of Victory. Okay, so now we're going to play the Sand Scout. And then now we're going to Wasteland them. I'd like to draw some a red source, but can always use one of these quarries for that. Wow, another snuff out. Okay, so here we're gonna attack. We're gonna play Ocelot Pride. And then we're going to wasteland them. Okay, they're going to ponder. This Arid Mesa was a nice draw because I would like to get a basic mountain. Okay, so now they have a basic island. I'm not going to bother surveilling. I'd rather have staple mana. Okay, so now let's attack. So they're going to go to 6, and I'm going to go to 21. And then, since I have 2 Raptors, I think it's pretty safe to cast one of them. Hydroblast. That's okay. Okay, there's the Bowmasters. But we are going to bring it right back on our turn. Okay, so yeah, honestly, I kind of don't even want to attack because of Kaito. I don't want Kaito to stun my Ocelot Pride. I'm just going to wait a turn. Okay, they're not shuffling. Honestly, Murktide would be pretty good here. Can't do Baragorth. When I play Blue-Black Tempo, I tend to prefer the Nethergoyf version. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we'll play land and we'll Raptor. Let's see. Maybe they have like Force and Murktide. Oh, okay. Fatal Push. Ajani's great. Flow state. No. Massacre. That's okay. We are a little ahead. We have an extra land. We can draw a card off that. Let's do it now while they can't. Bowmasters. So, if they Murktide now, do I try to Pyroblast it, or do I wait till my turn to play around days? I think I'll wait till my turn. There's kind of very little reasons not to. I won't say no reasons not to, because I could draw Instigator and want to do him and his offspring. Okay, so I think that let's do that so they don't gain 8 life. Drag this game out a lot. Yeah, maybe we should have not done that. But now we can, even though they go to 12, we attack for 3, they go to 9, we're at 19. We have an Ajani and a Cat Warrior token and one more land than them, so we're ahead, but they could, you know, draw a Massacre, flip their Tamiyo. I'm going to Static Prison now, because if they do Brainstorm, yes, their Tamiyo flips, but it's my turn, so I can just attack Tamiyo. Baragoyf. No, there it is. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll... Baragoyf is a very good draw for them. But letting my Ajani flip is a little risky, but we'll see what they decide to do. All right, let's see what they're gonna do. They're thinking pretty hard about whether they're gonna attack or not. I think they are. All right, so let's block. They could have a blue elemental blast or something. Barman is a good draw if I can get it to resolve. Oh man. Shoot. It's not over yet. Sure. We're both at 19. Which is kind of funny, because he was at like 6 or something, and then Baragwayf got him all the way back up to 19. That may seem like a bad top deck, but is actually not that bad. If I draw an Ajani, it's very, very good for me. And it could help me deal with the Tamiyo if Tamiyo flips. Lots of stuff. So, alright, so now they have 2 cards. Are they going to be able to flip Tamiyo? One of them is land. Okay, so I already have both quarries in my graveyard, so it's just a 2/2 bear, but a bear that makes a Sand Warrior token when a land goes in my graveyard. One of the guys in our energy Discord called it a army in a tin can, so I thought that was kind of cool. This Tamiya is just going to draw them a bunch of cards. I need to draw like Raptor, Ajani. I'd even like an Agate Instigator or something. Okay, this is actually a good draw. Because if the Voice of Victory survives till next turn, I can start pinging down their stuff. I was pretty sure I was going to lose this game with the whole Baragoyf thing. Baragoyf is just a very, very good card. And yeah, even though I think Baragoyf is very good and I really like the card, when I play Blue-Black Tempo, I definitely prefer Nethergoyf because it's just a faster version of the deck. And I personally think it's better. But to each their own. Okay, so now Tamiya's gonna flip. Come on, man. Let's go. Flip your Tamiyo. Oh, they lost connection to the game. Okay, they're back. Oh, man. They're just drawing so many cards. But this is game 2, so... And they have 7 minutes left on the clock, so... Okay, I'm going to play this out because... I don't want my Sand Scout to die, but I will attack with the Voice of Victory because the -1/-0 does not affect these warrior tokens. Alright, there's the Baraglyph. Yeah, I want to draw a Guide of Souls now. Give wings to this Voice of Victory. Okay, I think the Sand Scout is correct. Maybe not. Alright. Baraglyph is strong. Let's go to game 3. Alright, we'll keep this in. Thoughtseize. Okay, they're taking Ajani. Snuffing out Ocelot Pride. Okay, let's play the Wasteland. Play the Voice of Victory while they don't have an island to daze us. Okay, they are going to get 2 cards with this one. It's going to be hard for them to do that much damage to me in 3 minutes. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to play this, play the Ocelot Pride, and then Wasteland them. Sure. If we draw a land, we can reanimate the Ocelot Pride with the Lazotep Quarry. Okay, never mind. Okay, they have 1 minute and 44 seconds left, so we'll see what they can do in that time, but Here's their shuffle. Okay, this was a good draw. Hopefully they don't counter it. They do counter it. All right. Alright, let's play another guide. Best draws now. Ocelot Pride. They have no cards in their hand, so they can't counter anything. This is not a bad draw because I can fetch a basic mountain and counter whatever they play. Whatever they play right now, I'm going to counter. They put Hydroblast in their graveyard. Mountain. Alright, they conceded. GG's, Aru. Okay, so we got there. Round 2 against Blue-Black Tempo. Okay, round 3. I do like this hand, but let's take a look at what the opponent might be on. SD Bob. SD Bob Pliskin. Did I get that right? SD Bob Pliskin. Painter, but it's last year. Alright, we're going to keep this. Yeah, I don't know. Painter doesn't usually have Wasteland, but I've seen like mono red Painter, although it wasn't that recently. And they'll play like Magus or Blood Moon or something, and Ancient Tomb, Simmons Spirit Guide, and then lock you out of mana that's not red, unless you have a basic, of course. But okay, we're just gonna go Ocelot Pride, Ocelot Pride. And then we'll just attack an F6. Okay. I don't know if they're on Painter, but it seems like it. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'm going to play Sand Scout and then Wasteland their Saga. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so tons of tokens. Alright, 38 life. 12 energy. Alright, they saw the writing on the wall. So I'm assuming it's Painter. And let's see. So Urza Saga, Wooded Foothills. Yeah, see the Magus. Alright. Let's okay, so send to Agate to Squelcher. So yeah, so 2 Sand Scout, 2 Agate, 2 Squelcher for 2 Abrade, 2 Null Ride, 2 Surgical. Okay, I like this hand. It's got 3 lands, it's got Null Rod, it's got Wasteland. One of the lands is a tap land though. I am at risk here because letting them untap with Welder is always a risk, but okay, so there's the Painter Servant. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna play the Null Rod and pass and start doing stuff next turn. Plateau. Weird. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is play the Wasteland, play a Bombardment, sure. Okay, so I have a few choices here. So first, let's, okay, they can't cast spells on my turn anyways, so, alright. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope. Yeah, see, I thought maybe they had a Pyroblast, but that's why I was saying that because I have Voice of Victory, they can't Pyroblast something. Plateau, what could that be? I don't think I'm worried about the Saga. I think I'm going to kill their Plateau. And then I'm going to kill their Goblin Welder. Or Goblin Engineer. Okay, another Grindstone. see what we're going to draw next. Caracas, no. Alright, now let's get rid of the City of Traders, because their saga is going to disappear. And all they'll have left is a mountain. And I really don't care about their constructs too much. Alright, now we'll play another guide. And we'll attack like this. I could have attacked with one of the guides and jumped that. Okay, so they're going to take 8 and go to 8. We're going to sack these tokens. Okay, actually, I think this is lethal. And we have exactly lethal. Alright, GG's. That was round 3. Okay, round 4. We are 3-0 so far. Let's see what the opponent is on. Shazama Pajama. Shazama Pajama. Shazama Pajama. Well, Shazama Pajama. Yeah, I mean, I'm spelling it right. Okay, I don't see them on here. I'm going to keep this hand. Flooded Strand gives me PTSD of Stifle against like blue-white Felia. If you guys can hear stuff in the background, my cat's messing with this box. Sorry about that. So it is a blue-white deck, so they could still have Stifle. Ooh, starting to look like beans. If I draw another land, I'm tempted to wasteland them. But if I do, I need to figure out if I'm trying to keep them off green or white. Green is like the beanstalk, white is like the ley line binding, Swords to Plowshares. So I did draw a land. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna play the Wasteland, play the Guide of Souls, and I think I'm gonna take him off white. I'm gonna risk it and get a non-basic. Okay, now here they can have Felia, so I'm not gonna attack. Ice Fang. Okay. Could still be beans. Devoted Druid. Now it's seeming like some sort of combo. What did they exile? Uro. I'm playing the Sand Scout because I want to get another land out of them. And we'll be able to jump the guide. They can only do 1 damage. They can only have access to 1 mana. So I guess I'll attack with both. Whoa. What the heck? Totally punished. Totally punished. I didn't think they were going to be able to do all that. And loses. Weird. Okay. Enchant creature is a vehicle and loses all other card types. Okay. So we're gonna I'm kind of scared to attack because they do crazy stuff over there on that side. They had no cards in hand though. Caracas, no. Okay, let me see. I might be able to trick them on this one. Okay, so let's play Ajani. And then let's go to flip. And then I'll go to flip them again. I feel like a lot of opponents don't realize that can happen. I could have just let him go back into my hand and then recast him, but I want to do other stuff with my mana. See, I can't target that thing. I'm still not sure what's going on with this. I think it's unlimited mana, but I don't know. So this is nothing close to beans. This is some sort of combo deck. Bright Glass Gearhulk. That's pretty annoying because it can like get portable hole, but unless there's some like crazy combo thing that they're about to do, I'm pretty sure that I got this. They're probably going to want to do like portable hole, Ajani bombardment. But then I'll still kill them if they do that. Okay. So Ballista and Pithing Needle. Alright. Ah, shoot. Yeah, they just ballista me for 1,000,000. Alright, so close. Alright. Artifact creature. I'm just trying to take a look and see. Yeah, so the portable holes are artifacts. And then what was that crazy card? Okay, so they play the Devoted Druid. Swift Reconfiguration. This is an enchantment, though. So, because it stops being a creature and loses all other card types. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care about Squelcher. I do want removal. I think I'm just gonna do this. I guess I could have got like Uro or something. Okay, 5 lands. No. Not enough lands, no. Okay, they're mulliganing as well. Alright, so I'm gonna keep this, but I am not happy about it. Alright, let's play this first. Alright, ponder. Alright, let's surveil here. Okay, this time they shuffle. Oh. Okay, Static Prison's interesting. Looks like they need a land pretty bad. They found the land. Let's see what they're gonna do. So this is a blue, green, white deck. Alright, let's see if they'll waste some removal on one of my Sand Scouts. Alright. Okay, now they brainstorm. I do have the Static Prison, but they could have a counter spell. What is this? Untap this artifact. Oh, this is one of their mana sinks for their combo. Sacrifice a servo. Okay, so Okay, to fairy. Not that bad for me. Okay, we're ignoring Teferi right now. Okay, they go to 2. They gotta pull out the combo right now. And some sort of mana sink. Some way to use all that mana. Because I took away this one. Which is a kind of clever way to do it. A 1 mana artifact with all these different ways. Okay. Now that I know the deck a little bit more, I think that so just the 2 Pyroblast effects for the 2 Squelchers. Yeah, I'll try this hand. All 2 drops. I've yet to see Wasteland on their side. Okay. I'm just gonna fetch a basic just in case. So I think now they're deciding if they want to force a will. They do want to force a will. They pitch Hydroblast. Okay. Goddess Souls is a good draw. Pithing Needle, interesting. Goblin Bombardment. Even though if I had played Guide first, I would have been able to jump the Voice of Victory this turn. I would like to get this Lazotep Quarry so that next turn I can flip my Ajani right after casting it. But I won't be able to jump the Voice of Victory. But I feel pretty good about this matchup, especially if they're unable to remove my Voice of Victory, because then they can't stop me from doing my Ajani stuff. And if I want, I could even reanimate this Ocelot Pride and make a bunch of tokens next turn. But I think I should prioritize flipping this Ajani. Okay, Portable Hole. Alright, the Guide of Souls. Okay, there's that thing. Alright, so... One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can't kill them, so I think what I'll do is one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll save my other Ajani for next turn in case they're able to get rid of mine. Okay, them shuffling's a good sign. Yes! Alright, we're 4-0. Okay, this person is... Oh no, never mind. I just recognized this image of the dinosaur. Okay, let's see. Gabe Doe. Or Gabe Doe. Gabe Doe. Oops, all spells from a month ago. Alright, well, I'm going to keep this. If it's oops, all spells, I'm probably not going to win anyways. And this hand is not a bad hand. Is this before or after the ban? Oh, this is before the ban. Who knows what this person's playing? Alright, so I'm on the play. We're just gonna get a basic Guide of Souls and pass. Ball Therapy. I don't think they're gonna guess right. Ocelot Pride. Okay, they missed. This very well could be oops still. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the Ajani, because then they think I don't have the Ajani in my hand, and then they're going to, if they Cabal Therapy me again, they're gonna choose Amped Raptor. So yeah, I don't know if this is oops or not. Bloodstained Mire. I guess it's definitely not oops because of the lands. Now I'm thinking it's Reanimator. Oh crap. What is this? Okay, so each player discards their hand. Man, that is very annoying. Um, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can put him to 5. I don't even know if I can win this, but my plan here is to have them attack me and then flip my Ajani. Oof. Enters. Let me see. Tapped and attacking. Okay. So I guess I'll do that one. And then this has trample, so I'll block here. Oh, I'm dead already. Alright, so Squelcher, no. Scout, no. Voice. Okay, I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm not sure if they're on show and tell. And I like this hand. I like this hand because if they are on show and tell, I have Static Prison. And I can turn one Deafening Silence, which will stop their Dark Ritual hands. Okay, they put something on top. Okay. I'm doing it like that because I don't want to get Cabal Therapied both of my Guide of Souls. Ocelot Pride. Alright, let's put this down. Okay, so they're going to go to 16. They know I have Static Prison. They don't know I drew up Plains. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go to 4 energy from attacking next turn. Okay, so Faithless Looting. But with the Deafening Silence, they can't cast Reanimate also after Faithless Looting. Okay, that's a good draw. Okay, so they need to do something big, which they probably will. They'll probably try to reanimate. Both of these are legendary, though. I can bounce them. All right. So I'm trying to see if they played at any Underground Seas. Alright, this might just be Rakdos Reanimator. Alright, we're just going to run it back. Okay, this hand lacks some pressure, but I do like it. This is the trophy round, by the way. If we win this, then we'll get a trophy. Oh, okay, so it is probably a show and tell deck. Alright, so let's put this in and then this. If they show and tell, we'll put in Static Prison. Okay, that's their one spell for this turn. Okay. I'm just going to play it safe right now. I want to hold up swords in case they somehow get Ralph and Mikey troublemakers in. Sure. Now, do I swords this? I don't think so. If I swords this, they'll do it again. They'll go to 6. And then they'll go back to 13. Draw 7 cards. Do I want to... They can't cast any more spells. I think I'm going to let it go. Save my removal. Okay, now they got 9 cards, and they got to discard some cards. Yeah, good thing I didn't swords. Okay, sure. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. If they try to reanimate the Archon, show and tell. Okay. Yes. So close. Animate dead Archon. Sure. Sacrifice a creature. Discard a card. Okay. Let's try that. Let's see what they do. Looks like they're deciding if they want to attack me or the Ajani. Sacrifices. So he's attacking Ajani. So I might as well sacrifice Ajani. Discard a card. Okay, that's their one spell. What do I want to draw? Static Prison, Swords. Anything to get rid of this Archon. Maybe... yeah, I don't know. Not a land. Okay, so... let's attack first. Two, 5, 8, 9. Okay, now they have 15 cards, but they're at 2 life. They're going to go up to 5 life after attacking with Archon. They can't Dark Ritual, cast another Archon, cast Grizzlebrand. We know Grizzlebrand's in their hand. They're going to put us down to, let's see, ooh, I think that's exactly lethal. Oh, man. All right, well, we went 4-1. Till next time.